Some say the answer is sometimes right in front of you. To that we could add the word literally, because when your business is looking for ideas for new services and products, who is better placed than your own teams? That's why we created PwC Exponential, an idea lab within PwC Luxembourg, where our people have room to mingle with innovation. But how does this work in practice? In this episode, Carla and I talk about Intrapreneurship and Innovation. Who is with us? Zoha Ahmed, Innovation and Strategy Manager, and Iga Guillemin, Product Development Manager at PwC Luxembourg. We also discuss why organizations should encourage new ideas from their own people and onboard startups in innovation projects. So, let's jump right into it. Welcome to a new episode of TechTalk. This is episode 11, season 5. Still season 5, Carla. Hello.
Hello, Luis. How are you?
As I said, I am a COVID veteran, as you are.
Exactly.
So I'm really sorry last episode I couldn't be here because I was confined. And Carla just came from confinement.
Exactly, in Portugal. So not too bad.
Not too bad. I hope if you are suffering this illness, I hope it's easy, kind, and nice. So today we are talking about, Carla?
Entrepreneurship and innovation.
You said intra?
Yes, I did.
Intrapreneurship, not entrepreneurship.
Nope. Intra.
Okay. And we have a very nice two special guests that actually work at PwC Luxembourg, and they are two ladies. So could you introduce them, Carla?
So today with us we have Zoha Ahmed, who is Innovation and Strategy Manager here at PwC Luxembourg, and Iga Guillemin, Product Development Manager. Did I pronounce correctly your names? Is it okay?
Spot on.
Perfect.
So thanks really for being here. I know you have a very tough agenda. I also know you have several events to come. We may want to mention one of those, during the podcast. Mm-hmm. So I will ask the first question, Carla, if it's okay with you.
Sure.
And, the first one, it's about your story. So I always wonder how innovation or people linked to innovation end up doing innovation. Because everyone wants to be innovative nowadays, but you actually work on that field. And to me, it sounds very exciting. So it's just a little bit about you and why this field.
No, that's a fair question. And I guess I can start.
Yes, go ahead.
So I think both Carla and you, Luis, know a little bit of my story, but I've been working with PwC for 8 years now. And
wow, that's a life.
Yeah, that's a lifetime. At least it feels like it. But I started my career in the US and then I moved to Luxembourg. And in this time, I've been trying different things. So in a way, I've been working my way towards this role of working in the innovation team. So always been interested in creating new concept, new products, working with fintechs, which then led me to my role as an innovation manager. And that's the role I've taken up over the past 2 years, and I'm quite happy with it.
Nice. Yes, when I recall the past, it sounds always romantic, recalling the past.
Yeah.
But I remember you wanted to work on fintech at that point.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I have not given up that romanticized idea.
That's very nice.
I think we'll touch upon this later,
Okay.
but I still continue with that role where I try my best to work with startups, smaller companies.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. Iga, what about you?
So before I joined PwC, I worked 10 years for Novartis. And Novartis, it's a pharmaceutical company. They spend millions of dollars for research and development. And innovation is part of their DNA. So for me, naturally, when I joined PwC, it was for innovation, nothing else.
But it must be very challenging to work for such a gigantic pharmaceutical company, I guess. Innovation happens every day.
Oh, yeah, of course. And it's part of the core business.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Did they develop the vaccine, though?
The COVID one, no.
Okay.
But there are a lot of other medications that save life of patients around the world.
Yeah.
They are quite known, actually.
Yeah, I know, Carl. I just had COVID, but my brain is still there. Eh? My brain is still there. Okay, go ahead with the second one, please.
Okay, so Actually, this was my question. Intrapreneurship and entrepreneurship. Intra and intra. What is the difference? Because I didn't know, I must confess.
And I can see why that's confusing. Intra versus entre.
Exactly. And then if you say it in French, entrepreneur, c'est ça? Entrepreneurship.
Ouais, c'est ça.
Okay. Voilà. I'm not going to go that route, but let me just try this out in English, okay? But I guess like intrapreneurship and entrepreneurship, they require the same type of activities in this role. So you're working differently, you're thinking creatively, you're working against some sort of odds. But in our case, like Iga and myself, where we're more on the intrapreneur side, so we're working for a company, we have established resources, we're working within this group, mandated to build new products and services for PwC. So while we might not be starting from scratch or we're not using our own money over here, but at the end of the day, we're trying to deliver something new for PwC. And when you look at entrepreneurs, the likes whom we all hear about every day, they do take on certain risks. They are working towards this vision of their new product, but of course, they have a lot more at stake. They are taking on risks every single day, trying to figure out how do you fund the company, how to make it break even, then make it successful.
Exactly.
So I would say that is the big difference between the intrapreneurship and entrepreneurship.
And something on your side you want to add, Iga?
When I
see her looking at me like I want to say something.
You can read from my eyes. It's fantastic. I don't need to give signals. No, when I'm thinking about intrapreneurship and some good examples, I think about Google. And Google, probably everybody knows, they give 20% of time of people to do side projects. Of course, part of the company. It's not like, planting your garden. So Gmail or Google Maps, it came out from these projects. And it's a good example of intrapreneurship. Yeah. But also Facebook, the like button. You use the like button a lot. Yeah. It was built created during hackathon.
So in a nutshell is asking or giving room to your own people to develop ideas for the company.
Exactly. There you go. Yeah.
Room and resources as well, I guess.
Yeah,
of course.
And time.
And yeah.
That's the reason I highlighted 20% of the time of Google.
Well, that's a resource too.
I think the third question has been answered somehow.
Yes, but maybe Zoha and Iga would like to add other benefits.
Yeah, well, the third question was more why we, as a company, bet on intrapreneurship. You kind of replied, but maybe there is some nuance or some particular thing you want to mention about the PwC's reality and why we're increasingly betting on this.
Right. And if you just go back to what PwC stands for, yes, we're a professional services firm, and we promote ourselves as, we're building trust in society, solving clients' complex problems. Exactly. Right? And for us to be in this position to do this, you cannot use the same story that you had from 20 years ago, especially in today's day and age, right? Yes. You need to be developing yourself at a more frequent basis.
Yes.
Constantly,
yeah. And which is why I think, especially for our firm, PwC Luxembourg, where the financial services industry, it may not be as dynamic as tech or healthcare, but there is so much room for innovative projects to grow and some certain projects to take off. Absolutely. It's important for us over here in Luxembourg to be innovative.
Absolutely. I think every line of service, like even, audit, tax, advisory, so clients' needs are growing, becoming more complex, becoming more tech-driven. Yep. So we need to keep the pace, and we don't want to catch up. We need to keep the pace.
We're running with them.
Exactly, running with them. That's a very nice answer. Thank you. So, Carla, you go for the fourth?
Yes, I don't know if Iga wants to add anything.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Zoha
covered it all.
Because the fourth goes to Iga. That's why.
There you go. That's your chance.
Okay, so here we go. Commonly, intrapreneurship and by default entrepreneurship, are closely linked to innovation. And innovation calls for change, progression, transformation, and all that may end up in a messy reality if leadership is weak or governance is inexistent. So how do we go about it in PwC? What challenges do you face?
First we should talk about the process that we put in place for innovation, because of course it's about the ideas that you bring, but also how you put them on the market and bring to the clients. So it's quite simple. I think a lot of companies have the same process. We put our bits and pieces. So when you have an idea, you can go and post it on our platform, innovation platform. It's called Idea Lab. Of course, you can come to us. You can come to Zoha and say, hey, I have an idea. What do you think? And it's a very good start. Afterwards, if your idea is accepted, you prepare a business case. So you put a little bit more time. You think about the potential revenues that the idea can bring, or the product or the service. And then you present it to a committee. So it could be, for example, in advisory, the leadership team. When it's accepted, the project is launched. So here it's all about you, the project owner and the sponsor, to take this idea, move it forward, talk to the clients, even before putting it on the market, to get their feedback, to have a very good product or service for our clients. So this is quite simple. And of course, on every step of the process, you can ask us, so the innovation team, it's called PwC Exponential, for the support. So we are here also for helping with all the process, because it's not only about creating the idea, but you have to go through legal, procurement, there are a lot of stuff that you have to do. That is sometimes not easy. So we are here to help.
What you said is very interesting, because that means innovation needs a process. It's not just a fancy word like you say, yes, let's innovate all together. Yes, but how? And who makes decisions and who takes part of what?
Exactly.
And that's fundamental, I think, for every single company, big or small, incumbent or not. Like, innovation is a process. So it's, I think it's very valuable. So I'll jump to the next one, and it's about collaboration and third parties. Because, entrepreneurship is nice, but I think we cannot neglect the need to support or be linked to entrepreneurship. So how do we do that? I guess your program, which is large, vast, and solid, also includes entrepreneurship.
Right, spot on, Luis. No, but for us, for our team, one of the concepts that we work on is sourcing or scouting of smaller companies, startups, fintechs, regtechs, you name it. So any companies whose value proposition is quite aligned with our business needs. And so we do run this program where we go ahead and actively search for these companies and sort of develop this alliance, a partnership, if you may. And it's like a symbiotic relation to quite an extent, because we get to borrow their technology, their agility, their ability to bring some of our products or develop them. And we tend to be that, give them the market, give them the consulting expertise. So together in this relation, we're delivering a new product for PwC. And this is a program we've been running. And actually, Iga and we worked up ways of how to make this program even more known to the public. And I think so far so good. It's been going pretty well. But I let Iga actually talk a little bit about our latest challenge on Idea Lab, where we try to partner with some of these companies.
Exactly. It's taking all the best that Zoha creates and putting it on Idea Lab. Yeah, it's true, because we constantly ask the question to ourselves how to be better, how to deliver the products in a faster way, but also that they really respond to client needs. So we said, okay, we launch those challenges and we ask people constantly, okay, what kind of new product or new service we can develop for our clients. And here we take a step back and said, think of a startup that you can partnership. Here is a list of the startups that you can go and create something, or bring a company on your own. And think of a service or a product that PwC can bring, but the technology comes from the startup. It could be as it is, or you put something on top of it.
Exactly.
You customize to the needs of our clients.
Okay.
And here, it's, I hope, fingers crossed, that thanks to that, we won't wait 24 months for a new solution development. I hope
you can
shorten.
accelerate.
Yeah, I don't know, by half. You're recording it, so But the idea it looks like this. But even taking the step before, what we organized with Zoha was breakfast with startup. So people, you don't collaborate daily basis with startups. So it was like a kind of icebreaker. We invited the startups. They can present themselves. You can ask them questions. It's a very open conversation. There are a lot of people that came. They were super interested. We even prepared cards with questions. We didn't need to use them. It went by its own.
They just
Great.
Yeah.
Yes. So this shows that people are really interested in that.
They just need the exposure, really.
Exactly. So we have to create the possibility for them, and they take it. And this is very, very rewarding for us.
And did they have like prejudices? Did they come with some ideas saying, it was so surprising to get this invitation from you guys? Because to them, we may be like an elephant, like, these white elephants that just move because they're big and heavy. And just because of the motion, but you know what I mean? Or they were just, okay, yeah, it's kind of normal that these guys have invited.
Well, if they did have that impression, they at least didn't say it to our face. So I cannot say that for sure.
Oh, okay.
But I think for the most part, they were really happy that a corporation like ours have reached out to them, have invited them over so that we, like Iga was saying, we created this opportunity for our colleagues, our PwC colleagues, to be able to interact with these startups. So if anything, we're looking forward to it.
Okay. By the way, I just wrote down this symbiotic relationship. I just love the expression. Symbiotic.
But
is it
I
right?
wish I could trademark it, but I'm pretty sure it
Exists.
doesn't
I know,
exist.
but it just sounds cool.
Yeah.
It just sounds cool.
I think I just borrowed this from my biology textbook,
But you still remember. That means you're still young, Zoha. That's a very good sign that your brain still keeps things from the school.
This job, gotta keep my brain active.
I know. So I will now talk about dragons. Okay. Medieval times are always sexy.
Like
but
Dungeons and Dragons or...
Exactly,
and princesses.
Exactly. The princesses and prince and love and passion that is gone in the world. Anyway, that's a different topic. But what kind of initiatives do you organize or have organized in the past linked to entrepreneurship?
I can start with this? Okay. So, I'm sure most of us have heard of the show Dragon's Den.
Yep.
Yeah, which then links back to how we started with the question.
Exactly.
So, what we've done over here is we've created our own version of Dragon's Den. And what it is through our Idea Lab challenges, when we have some winners coming from this challenge, we give them the chance to go ahead and pitch their ideas to a panel, our jury of dragons, requesting them for...
Do they dress like dragons?
We haven't tried that, but not a bad idea.
I mean, it could be very cool.
Yeah.
Iga's face says,
Yeah. It's already, we asked partners recently to wear, because there's no Planet B t-shirts, and this is super, they wear it. I don't know if we can move a step forward and ask to dress like dragons. I think even me, I wouldn't do this. And I'm very open to everything. So,
Well, it's cold. Maybe it works.
Maybe like a sweatshirt with a dragon. Like my school's
That's
mascot was a dragon. So
yeah.
we could try that.
It could be.
No, but I mean, I just, yeah.
So coming back to the event, it's second edition. We are organizing it on 27th of January. I don't know when podcast is coming. So
Actually,
next
the
week,
day later.
it will be on time, yes.
Yeah.
We are launching this next week.
Super. So guys, you are all invited because there's a live broadcast. It's really like a TV show. It's fantastic.
We will be there for
You
sure.
never are bored because it looks like this. People, presenters, have 5 minutes for the pitch. With time, they present their solution, they pitch the solution, and afterwards it's followed by questions and answers coming from the dragons to the presenters. So, yeah.
With that claw effect, yeah.
And at the end, they choose the winner.
That leads me to the next question, which is what happens next to the winners? Do you give them any support afterwards?
Yeah, actually, when they're pitching these teams and they're trying to convince the dragons, why is it that their idea is worth the investment? So they're really asking her for resources such as time, some sort of monetary investment. And then the winners, we tend to work with the winners in this case because they clearly have some sort of reach. There is a possibility to actually take this idea and develop it into a product. But simultaneously, they also, in a way, are enrolled into this program that we call Exponential Bonus. And so what we're doing is we're taking them through this journey of you go through the ideation process. Now we're going to help them figure out their technological part, do the prototyping of it. We're going to bring them up to the stage of commercialization, that is taking the product to market. And then for the exponential bonus, we make sure that our teams then are eligible for some sort of a reward because they were the innovative ones. Iga, maybe you want to expand on what the exponential bonus is all about.
Yeah, probably because we are broadcasting to not only to people from PwC, so I cannot give the numbers. But the idea is that you have a certain cut of the revenues, percentage of the revenues from your solution. So it's really, this is really cool. It's like having your own company and taking the revenues. And here it's on top of all the bonus that you have. So I think it's quite nice.
Yes.
And fair.
And fair, because it's your idea, you work on the project, and afterwards you have the cut of the revenues.
Exactly.
So,
Very, very nice.
I think this has been a very agile podcast episode. We are getting to the end. But Carla, do you think the future is bright?
Always.
Just like that? Just as bright?
If you don't think the future is bright, it's
To you
pretty
girls,
gloomy for
is
you.
the future bright?
Bright, sunny, shining. Yeah.
Because you're a Californian girl.
At heart, always.
That's the way I call her, by the way. Hey, you Californian girl.
And then I respond.
Yes, because the next question, actually, the last one, is about the future. And this bet on innovation, I trust, is medium to long term in our firm. How do you see that future? I mean, you may not have the answer because you are not Nostradamus, but something a Nostradamus version.
Yeah, I was going to say, let me look at my crystal ball
Exactly.
and then get back to you.
We like crystal ball questions.
But
Sorry.
I think this is medium long term bet.
Definitely.
guys, I hope there are some clients listening to us. So for me, the future, everything that you listen now, we can deliver to you. So the bonus, dragons, then innovation process, idea lab. So everything that we are doing internally for people, we can deliver to you, our clients. So I hope this is the future that will bring to us.
Very, very tangible and very realistic. And I hope that happens too. Okay. So, Carla, do you have any question to add?
Not on my side.
You know, I have an innovation project. Maybe it's to bring the sun to Luxembourg. Would that happen?
That's a great idea. I'm with you.
Luis, tell you what, if you work on your business case and then Iga and I can review it.
Okay.
Sure, we can figure something out.
Okay.
But remember, you have to have a very good sponsorship.
Yeah. That's true. On your side, anything you want to add? Already, did we say Happy New Year to our audience?
I don't think so.
We didn't.
Oh,
You didn't either.
true that.
Well, in fact, this is our second episode of 2022. So, Luis.
Sorry, it's just my first. That's why.
Exactly.
Probably.
But
No,
I think
no.
till end of January, we can all the time say Happy New Year, Happy New Year.
Yeah, we still can say until the 31st of January. But I would really thank and appreciate your time.
Thank you for having
Thank
us.
you
It's
for
been very
coming.
enjoyable. I hope I will become a dragon one day and work in your Dragon's Den project.
We'd be so
Dressed
happy to
like a
have
dragon,
you. Yes,
of
this
course.
is what I was hoping for. If you would want to put on a
Nothing
dragon
less,
costume for
nothing
us.
less. Yes.
You can be the mascot of the event.
Are you intending to say something, Carla?
I don't know. You're the one who suggested to dress up as dragons, so maybe you could.
Well, thanks a lot.
joking.
This is Tech Talk, technology made simple,
Over a cup of coffee.
or tea, or whatever else you want to drink. What do you want to drink now?
A coffee.
A coffee.
And you, Zoha?
I'm okay with water.
Whatever.
It's the healthiest option.
Thanks a lot. Ciao, ciao. Until the next one. And that's all for today. This is Tech Talk, technology made simple over a cup of coffee. Thank you for listening, and until the next episode. Ciao.